Greetings, and look up a big spear and what hamster.
Look at all those masks.
Yeah.
Don't look at me though, I'm ugly.
Oh. Oh, maybe you should borrow a mask from Cha-Cha.
They're too small.
Oh, well, the grill mask might fit. I mean, look at it compared to my head in the game, you know? Grill
This
mask
is true.
might fit.
Pretty big box.
Yeah. Essentially, it's just a cardboard box. Or maybe you could consider it like a paper bag.
Ah, yes, paper bag.
With holes in
That
it.
is-
But,
And you light it on fire.
yeah.
That's how you know people think you're really ugly, when they give you the paper bag and light it on fire.
Oh, well, that's terrible. So I'm using a Barioth lance. So you know, there's a method to my madness. I specifically killed Barioth the last time with the hammer because I wanted the sweet lance made from him.
This lance is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's actually a very good lance. So a thing to note about Barioth weapons: they have crit out the rear to avoid swearing. I just felt like avoiding swearing just for once.
I'm always annoyed that there isn't an ice hammer.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I mean, yes, you can't have one weapon type be good at everything, but it always catches me. I'm like, damn, ice
Yeah.
is pretty good.
so like this. When you get this thing fully upgraded in high rank multiplayer, it gets up to like 50% critical, and
Yeah, you
it's got
other things as well, then you can easily get into 80s.
it's got decent raw to begin with. Like, it's not like on the high end of raw, but it's decent. And with the
Uh-huh.
critical on top of that, it's pretty great. And it's got ice
And-
elements, so if you can find
Yeah,
something that
ice
has,
is a pretty good element, actually.
yeah,
Not
things
like water,
pretty-
it actually is things that are weak to it.
things. More or less, everything is fairly middling to ice. There's very few things that are immune to ice. I think it's just Barioth and maybe
Why it's so
Great
useful.
Maggie. But
Just, you're
otherwise,
not likely to run into a fight where ice really is a bad idea.
But it's fairly middling, and then there's a few monsters it's really up against. So that's
Like, say, Diablos.
yeah. Speaking of Diablos, this guy got a major upgrade.
He is so much better. He's fun to fight.
Yeah, he's
Kinda
he's
difficult,
crazy.
You know, that's good.
Yeah,
He's a lot harder.
This
That's
is-
a good thing. So boring.
this is why I want to see more of like the older monsters get a revamp and come back. You know, make a reappearance.
Yeah, because they've done actually a really good job with the ones they did bring back.
Like from what I've seen with Kutku, they're giving him like a thing where he can eat stuff and then he gets super powered.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So got a nice little cutscene here, and we got a nice little sting of music too. Old Desert.
Hooray. But there's no Monoblos in this game.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that would have been an easy thing to add. It's not that different.
No, it's got the same base model, only with some some differences like the horn, the entire head and the tail. I think
course.
a little
And
bit
the-
of the scales are a bit differently. I'm not entirely sure.
It's pretty similar, so it wouldn't have been all that much to add in, I don't think.
Good thing to know about Diablos when you're fighting him. When normally monsters will make a big roar when they first, I guess to use MMO terms, aggro you when they notice you.
Oh,
This guy he's just kind of roars normally, and you can just keep punching.
yep.
Have to
You
worry
don't. You don't even need earplugs unless until he gets enraged, and then his enraged
Well-
roars.
Essentially, when you see them stop up and shake their head a little bit, that's when you gotta either block or get ready to dodge.
Yeah, that would be the enraged roar.
And oh yeah, guess what? Got Diablo stuck in the wall.
Congratulations.
So here's what you can do. You can get Diablo stuck in the wall as long as Diablo has horns.
But
Just like
you
before.
are just tearing through those horns.
Yeah. That's the
Lance
power.
is really good for hitting them.
Ah.
Yeah,
Lance is pretty good at hitting the head. And you
Yeah,
can
it's
stay behind a
pretty
shield.
great. The horns here,
Now, one thing I didn't
especially
really,
these Lance.
really get to show off right off the bat because I'm just busy breaking the horns instantly. You can use sonic bombs on Diablos, but you can only do it when Diablos is not enraged.
Indeed.
Well, no,
You
wait,
did
I
it.
did that in the starting. No, what am I talking about?
Yeah, you did it once at the beginning. It's when you broke the first horn.
Yeah, no, I just realized that, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, when Diablo sticks down, you can throw a sonic bomb, and it's like a pitfall trap.
Yeah,
Except,
it's
you wouldn't
it's cheap.
tolerate it.
So here's one of the reasons why I don't really like the sort of like people keep giving me shit for not blocking and charging everything, but 90% of the monsters will just charge past you before you get your attack.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I'm not used to using it very much. As you can see there, it's just like, whiff. But then people will be going, I'm sure people will go like, well, you only do it at certain attacks, like tail whips and so on.
Yeah, it's one of the things that you really have to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. But since I'm used to the old way of lancing, essentially evade lancing, yeah, I just, I'm used to blocking the attack or evading the attack or, evading to reset my combo.
Right.
And, just keep attacking. Like,
You
there
did
I'm
the
trying to
job,
do it. Well, I still got the hit in, but I was hoping to get punched. But I'm trying, okay? I'm really trying. I'm hoping to get those juicy charges. But Diablos is really a bad monster.
Yeah, pretty much.
You really need to do it on...
The charges, but the charges are too fast, so you probably won't get the hit.
Well, the thing is, you really need to do it on something like Royal Ludrith that'll do a lot of punches at you.
Right.
Or like Diablos, but Laggy, when you get up close to Laggy with a lance, Laggy will just kind of... I don't know, he'll just do the same move over and over and over again in an attempt to push you away,
But you're not moving because you've got a nice juicy shield.
Yeah. Nice beefy shield.
Yep.
Oh, it pains me so much now that I've gotten so used to the gun lance. I'm sitting and looking at the lance like, why am I not uppercutting? Oh wait, I'm using a lance. I can't uppercut.
Oh, the uppercut.
The uppercut's really good for hard reach places. Like, it comes out slow, and you usually only get like 1 or 2 uppercuts off. But it's better than whiffing with the lance because you're trying to get the right angle.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I really like about the gun lance. So here, I guess I should mention a little bit about the brakes. You got 2 horn brakes, you got a tail cut, that's it.
Yep, pretty standard.
And those pillars, you can get Diablos stuck in the pillars, just don't let the pillars get damaged until Diablos charges straight into it.
Yeah, if they've been hit like at all, they'll just break and go right now.
So, yeah, it's really tricky to get them stuck in the pillars. You can also
get... have any way to do it now that he has no horn.
Yeah. You could also get them stuck in the little climbable walls on the side there, which is pretty good.
Those are also breakable too, though, so you gotta watch it.
Yeah, if you got a gunner, you might not want to try to learn.
At least there isn't a switch for a Dragonator up there.
Oh, that's so obnoxious that they did that. You'll all see what we're talking about eventually when I upload those videos.
So frustrating.
One day. That was so annoying.
You know, so frustrating.
Why did they do that? It's retarded.
Out of sheer hatred.
Apparently, just spite. Pure spite. So, for the people who are new to Diablos, I guess we should point out what he does new, or she does new. Well, he, she, whatever. See, the old Diablos could do a bite move, but never used it. Could try to swipe you with the tail. Never really did it. But here's what the old Diablos would do. Diablos would charge, and charge, and charge. And occasionally Diablos would dig and charge. They'd dig and charge, and dig and charge, and charge.
It was bad. It was just a fight that you spent so much time just stepping out of the way and not being able to get any hits in.
Because Diablos charged past. This fight, Diablos will do some pretty crazy moves, swinging left and right up close to you, trying to get you, and that has like a wide attack angle.
Flying out of the ground at you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also the flying out of the ground at you bit.
That one's pretty interesting.
That's
with
probably the most dangerous
like,
one, to be honest.
Yeah, especially with a full group of 4, because
it can go for anybody, and it just comes out so fast. So everybody's gonna get ready to dodge or block.
Yeah. If you don't have a shield, yeah, it's really dangerous. It's so fast.
Yeah,
You
gotta learn to time it, or else you're gonna get hit and it's gonna hurt. And this is why bringing a lance to Diablo's fight, especially if you're new to Diablo's, it's your best choice.
Oh, it really is. It makes it a lot easier.
Don't be afraid to block. You can block anything Diablos can throw at you. Just make sure you keep your stamina up. If you don't know about it already, block. And as long as you're like wiggling around, moving, or attacking, you're gaining stamina, even though you're holding the shield button down.
Yep. Very useful. Also, you can block roars somehow.
Yeah. Block the sonic waves trying to get into your ears. That's
also block tremors somehow.
Well, yeah, that's because you're standing your ground, hunkering down. That actually makes more sense than the sound.
Well, yeah, it does make more sense than the sound.
Because you know.
I'll give you that much. But yeah, there are so many. You can block almost everything.
It's pretty good. If you're using a shield of any sort, don't be afraid to block. Like, with the sword and shield, granted, you know, you have the mobility, you want to dodge.
I always find that's a big sticking point with someone just learning to play the game with the sword and shield. They just like, oh, I probably can't block that. Oh, it's a roar. Yeah, I understand it too.
Everybody's been there.
Of course you can't block that. You can block
giant
pretty much anything.
How are you gonna block it with this little piddly buckler?
You can block pretty much everything, and you should be blocking a lot.
Though with sword and shield, since you have the mobility, like...
Yeah, you don't have to block everything, but for when you're just learning, it's really helpful.
Like, if you're using sword and shield, evade if you can evade, but if you know you can't evade that attack, push the block button and face the right direction. It will save your life. Just the piddly shit.
Hooray.
I should also mention, like, get shinies off of Diablos by getting Diablos stuck into walls.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
you can't smack with this big tail anymore.
Yeah, getting rid of the tail is pretty big in this fight.
Yeah, it's a big help because that tail is pretty nasty.
And you always want to break the horns because majestic horns.
Yeah, definitely want to have a chance of that every time you do this thing.
Basically the best quests to get majestic horns on are the ones that also have a sub-quest reward of breaking the horns, because there can also be majestic horns there. And, you know, doing the whole spiel, capturing, and all that good stuff.
Of course.
Of course, it's a little more tricky to get majestic horns, because it's not like you just do tail carve run or anything like that. You have to actually finish the fight.
Yeah, it has to end. You'll get them in the reward box, and no else.
Here's what I did though. I broke the horns, and then since it's a sub-quest reward, I would just go and deliver it, and it's easy enough to do with this weapon, so that's how I got my majestic horn. But
yeah, I can see that.
But since I got Capture Guru on, I can see when they're weakened.
Yay, Capture Guru.
Yeah, Capture Guru is pretty great. Especially in this fight, because the only tell is essentially in this game, the only tell is when they go to 11 to sleep.
Right, yeah, because if they dig, you're not going to see them limp hardly
ever. In this game, they remove the instant enrage when they're weakened. So, like, before you could just do a regular kick or a shadow box punch or something like that, and they just flip out in rage. Even after they just got out of enrage. They put that back in Tri-Ultimate. They also, unfortunately, put back in Traps Breaking in Tri-Ultimate.
Oh, I did not miss that.
No. In Freedom Unite, if Diablos dug up under your trap, they break them.
Yep. Oh.
That is the bane of my existence.
I understand why, but it's definitely annoying. I didn't miss it at all.
I didn't miss it at all either, and it's just such a dumb, arbitrary thing too that
it's not
it's there.
really
It
that
always
arbitrary,
happens to you.
But it's there's not really any countermeasure is the problem.
No, you just waste your trap and then you can't trap them. It's just really annoying. Like, it's not so annoying if you're not planning on doing a capture, because then you just got sonic bombs, and that's fine. And you're not going to use a trap when they're enraged anyways, because then you're just going to get out the trap instantly.
Of course.
Oh, but we'll see you next time.